Hey everybody, welcome back to the Magic Channel. My name is David and I got another card trick for you, another easy card trick for you. When I teach this trick to my students, this becomes one of their very favorite card tricks to do, and it's all based around a really fun story. In the story, I have 4 criminals, okay, and these are the 4 jacks. We'll call them criminals. And they decide that they all want to go and rob a giant bank. Okay, this is one of those huge banks with lots of floors, many vaults, tons of money. And to do this, they're gonna do it Mission Impossible style. They're gonna get in a helicopter and they're gonna descend down onto the roof. So the 4 criminals, they get in their helicopter and they land right on top of the building. Now the first criminal decides that he's gonna go down to the bottommost floor and he's gonna rob that part. Now the second criminal, he decides he's gonna go somewhere into the middle of the building and he's gonna rob that part. Now the third criminal decides to be somewhere towards the top and he's gonna rob that safe, and the last guy stays on top as the lookout. He's gonna be the lookout, okay? Well, they're in the building for not even 10 or 15 minutes and then somebody sets off the silent alarm. Well, then here comes the police. And they're ready to go inside the building and arrest the 4 criminals. Well, the guy that's performing watch duty on top of the building sees the police and he calls the other 3 criminals to the top of the building. Just like that, they all magically come to the top. All right, so like I said, that's a fun little story that you can do with a deck of cards, but it doesn't have to be about criminals or robbing a bank. You could just as easily do 4 ladies that wanted to go to the mall and go shopping, right? It could be about any 4 people that want to go into a building or some sort of structure that has separate levels. And I bet you want to know the secret, right? Okay, well here's the secret. I have the 4 jacks in my hand right now, but you can do this with any 4 of a kind, right? I just use the jacks because they often get associated as being shady. But what you can't see is that behind this fan of cards, I actually have 3 more cards. There's 3 indifferent cards behind these jacks. Now, indifferent just means random. There's just 3 random cards behind the jacks. And when I come out, I already have my hand set up exactly the way I want, and I begin to tell my story. And when I get to the part where I say the jacks get into a helicopter and land on top of the building, I take my other hand and I close up the stack and I keep it all like this. Now, when the cards are in a stack like this, you can't tell if there's 4 cards here or 7, right? So this just looks like a stack of 4 cards. I take this entire stack and drop it right on top. Now, what's the reality? The reality is the top 3 cards are all different cards. They're all in different cards. So when I say that the first bad guy goes to the bottom of the building, I'm really just taking one of those random cards and sticking it on the bottom. Now, make sure you don't flash the card to your audience. What does flash mean? Flash is when you tip your hand and you show your spectator something you don't want them to see. This is what magicians call flashing. You don't want to flash this card, so you keep your cards face down like this towards your table. And then you simply say, and the second bad guy goes into the middle of the deck. And again, it's just some random card. Third bad guy goes toward the top of the building, and then the last bad guy is up on top. Well, this last bad guy is actually the first of the 4 that are already on top of your deck of cards. You talk about how he's up there as a watchdog. He's, watching out for the police. And then I use my little tuck case box as the police car. You simply say that he shouts to the other 3 to get to the top of the building. You could wave your hands, you could snap, you could rifle through the cards like that, and then bring each card one at a time to the top. Like I said, it's a fun, really simple, really easy trick that a lot of beginner magicians love. I hope you get a kick out of it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.